Hola chiquitos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming. If you're new here, you should subscribe because it's free. Like, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. And if you're just coming back, thanks for coming back. You're a real OG. PSA, this video is not gonna be a comedy video. It's not, I mean, it might be a little bit funny, but it's not meant to be. So if you're like, it's just gonna be like a kind of sit down video and just talking to you guys. So if you're not really into that, click off. But yeah, if you hear noise in the background, it's probably the TV from the other room. It's real loud. I don't know why it's loud, but I felt like I wanted to sit down and get this video out because I feel like it was on my chest. And yeah, so let me tell you something. I don't get emotional. I don't cry in public anyways. But I feel like, you know, a tear or two might come down. So if it does, you know, just don't mind that. But no, so I don't really know what I'm going to title this video. I'll figure that out later. But I feel like I just wanted to talk because I started social media and doing like Vine and making videos and stuff back in 2013. Well, the end of 2013, like the beginning of 2014. And I didn't have a terrible childhood, but I didn't have a great one. Like, if you understand what I'm saying, like, I don't want to say my childhood, it wasn't like bomb or anything, but I don't want to say I had a terrible childhood because there are things that people went through worse than me that would qualify as like really, really bad. But it's just it was just a mess. It was really, I had to grow up really fast. I didn't really have a family. Like, I didn't have a dad. I really kind of grew up alone. Not saying that there wasn't people around. There was people around. I did have siblings, but I didn't really have anybody to listen to my problems or like listen to me as an individual, period. I didn't have support like I needed to have support. Like, I didn't really have parents that you know, like normal listening parents, like that like showed affection. I was like, hey, I love you, like, you know, I always love you, I'm always here for you. Like, I didn't have that. So I really like had to kind of learn from my environment and pick out the bad things and try to teach myself the good things. And but I'm rambling. But basically I started social media to inspire people and to, you know, be that one person that always shows support. And Vine was really I don't think that like I'm funny or anything. I don't think I'm a comedian, but I just would record things and put it up and people liked it. So I started doing social media because I wanted to inspire other people, and I always felt like I was alone and I didn't really have anybody to talk to. I didn't have a lot of friends. I really only had one friend. I didn't get to go anywhere. I didn't really get to make friends. I didn't really have family. And it was nice to get online and just be somebody else for a while. Like, not saying I was being anybody fake, but it was nice to go online and have people to talk to and like be able to be myself, because in my household I felt like I really couldn't be myself without being like scolded or being like, that's not right, or you shouldn't do that, or you shouldn't say that, or stop acting crazy, or like stop acting like that because that's not cute. I feel like I couldn't really be myself. Well, around my siblings, but I couldn't really be myself around my parent. Well, I only had a mom. But I felt like I couldn't really be myself. And not only that, we were going through a lot of things. Like, I mean, you know what? Like, I'm not going to hold anything back. I was homeless. We were homeless for I was homeless almost all my childhood. I never really, you know, I don't want to say I was poor because I always had clothes on my back, even if they were from like, you know, donations or something. But I don't want to be ungrateful and say that I never had anything because I always was clothed. It wasn't, you know, the most expensive clothing, but somebody always gave me something to wear, and I always got free school supplies and stuff, so I don't want to be ungrateful. But if you get the gist of things, like, it was really rocky, and I didn't really have anybody to run to. So doing social media, making videos was my way of escape. And I felt like I started making videos to inspire people, and yeah, it did like turn into a funny thing, which I still love doing comedy because obviously you guys like it, and that's just a part of who I am. Like, it's my personality. I just say things out of the blue sometimes. It just becomes funny. But my main and sole purpose for doing social media was to inspire people and let them know, like, hey, you're not alone. Whatever you're going through is gonna get better. You're not the only one out here going through these things. You know, it's a lot of people, because when I was watching videos and stuff online, it was like everybody was doing so well for themselves. Everybody had money, and everybody had a big house. Everybody had, you know, glamorous lives. And I was just like, I really wish I could have that. But everybody, it's a front, because it's nobody in this world that has a perfect life. Nobody is not going through things. I don't care if you have all the money in the world, you're still going through things, whether it be emotionally, physically, mentally. It doesn't matter. You're going through something, and everybody needs somebody to inspire them and be by their side and let them know that it's gonna get better. Like, I grew up the oldest of it was me and two sisters, and I was the oldest, and I always felt like I had to, you know, be tough and, like, you know, strong, because it was all we had. We didn't really have parents, and I always had to be like the parent, like, always had to be the strong one for everybody. And I felt like there's no time for you to break down. There's no time for you to be like, you know, let them see you weak. You don't want to let your younger siblings see you weak, because once they're like, you know, see you crying or something, it's just like, oh dang, like, it's really getting bad. Like, I don't want to give that type of impression to them. And I want, you know, I always was just not the type of person that wanted to let everybody see me cry. And oh my god, such a crybaby. Idiot, why would you start crying? You haven't even said anything yet, Kaliena. No. I'm sorry. So the point of this is, you know, it's a lot of things going on. No. The point of this is, it's a lot of things going on, and it's a lot of people out here committing suicide and hurting themselves and feeling like they're alone. And I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone. I don't want anybody to get the impression that if you're not rich and you don't have, you know, the best family and the biggest family and all the friends in the world and the nicest clothes, that you're not worth anything. Because let me tell you something, I don't have it. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have money. I struggle every day, and I don't have a lot. But the one thing I do have is a camera and access to the internet. So basically, the main message of this video is, you're not alone. The things you are going through are only temporary. If you feel like you don't have any support, that's not true, because even though we might not know each other face to face and personally, I do support you. Whatever you feel like you want to do, whether it seems impossible, I don't care if you feel like you want to go to the moon. You keep on trying, and you don't give up. Because there are a lot of people that will tell you you can't do that. There's no way, like, it's impossible. That's just not gonna work. And there are so many times that I tell this story all the time. When I first started Vine, my mom told me, take the videos down. I don't want your face plastered all over the internet. That's not something good. You shouldn't be doing that. What are you making videos for? Like, don't do that. Take it down. You don't need an account. Like, I don't want you posting anything online. You don't need that. You're not famous. Like, why are you even doing that? And I never started videos to become famous or to make money. I made videos because I felt like I could get the affection and the love and the support online that I wasn't getting at home. And I could talk to people about things that I couldn't talk to my mom about, things that I could never say in public, like things that I could never say to anybody, because that's not what a girl should say, or that's not how you should be acting. You should, that's not the way you should act, you know? But what I have to say is, I'm grown now. And anything that you want to do, you do it. You don't let anybody stop you. I don't care if it's making videos or it's getting that job or finishing school. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's drinking 8 bottles of water a day. You might drink soda every day and somebody's like, you ain't gonna drink no water. You want to do it. You are gonna do it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. There's so many times, this is my 3rd YouTube channel. There's so many times that I just felt like, man, everybody else out here is making videos and getting thousands and millions of views, and I can't get more than 100 views. Like, what's going on? And I'm gaining followers and subscribers, but why am I not famous like everybody else? And mind you, I didn't start this to get famous. That's where I got lost along the way. I never started making videos to get famous or get money. I made videos because it made me happy, and it gave me a way of escape. It gave me a way to just be myself. And that's where I got lost along the way. I got frustrated and I felt like I wasn't ever gonna make it, and I felt like I wasn't, something wasn't right. Like, obviously this wasn't for me, because I wasn't getting the recognition that everybody else was getting. I wasn't growing as fast as everybody else. But don't think like that, because God has a plan, and his plan for somebody else is not your plan. Every one of us has an individual plan. It might not be your time to reach your goal yet. You have to go through trials and tribulations and obstacles to make you grateful for the end prize. If you just automatically got rich, if you were rich from birth, how would you ever know the value of money? You wouldn't. So you might want to be the CEO of a company, but you have to work at McDonald's for 5 years, or you might have to work at the drugstore for a couple years, or don't give up, because you work and you work and you work until you reach your goals. Because once you get to that point, once you get to where you want to be at, you'll know how to appreciate it so much more than a person that never went through anything. That's what will make you grateful for what you have and able to strive to get better. Because if you never went through anything, how can you ever be grateful for what you have? If you never were poor, how can you be grateful for being rich? How can God bless you if you were never grateful for what you had how can God bless you with $1,000 when you weren't grateful for $10 that you had? It doesn't work like that. Just because somebody else made a video and in a month they got 1 million subscribers, and you've been doing this for 3 years and you still only have 100 subscribers, it might not be your time yet. If you know in your heart that this is your purpose in life, and this is what you love doing, and this is what you want to do, you keep doing it. Because God has a plan for you, and you can't look at everybody else around you, because their plan is not your plan. You have to focus on you. Don't get distracted by what's going on around you. Focus on you. Stay in your lane. Because that's when once you start being grateful for what you have, you need to wake up every day and thank God for just waking you up. You need to wake up every day and thank God for just giving you water to drink. You need to wake up and thank God for giving you a cover to cover up with that night. Because he can't bless you with something better if you don't appreciate the things that you had in the first place. Now, I'm not into getting into no religious arguments or anything. A lot of people ask me what my tattoos mean. This tattoo right here says Yeshua. I'm not in a cult. I'm not in anything. I am a Christian. I go to a non-denomination church. I am a Christian. I'm not any other type of religion. Because a lot of people think that I am because I have Hebrew on my arm. I don't. I'm not. I'm a Christian. Yeshua is just the original Hebrew name for Jesus. You don't believe me? Google it. And my church just believes in finding the truth. So we used to use Jesus back in like the early 2000s, and then I didn't, but my church took a trip to Jerusalem and we found out about the original Hebrew name. It means the same thing. It's the same person. I don't worship another God. I worship the same God as every other Christian. We just believe in using his true name. So and I got it tattooed on my arm. I say it all the time that I wish I could have got this tattoo when I was 10 years old, because now he's always with me. He's by my side every step of the way, and I wish I could have had that physical representation when I was younger to know that, you know, he's always here. Sometimes you feel like he's not there, but he is always there, and you can talk to him anytime you want to, so don't think you can't. But yeah, so my main message is don't ever give up and make 2019 your year. Do what you believe is your calling. All I gotta say is make sure you're right with God. It's your salvation, John 3:3-5. And if you have a goal, go get it. Because I'm here for you and I support you, and I thank you for supporting me. So, yes. So that's the end of my little spiel, guys. Didn't mean to get all emotional on you. That was weird because I'm never emotional. Ask my family. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and staying to the end and just being here for me and helping me grow, because you guys are amazing. And yeah, so make sure you guys follow me on all my social media that I will link in the description below, and also make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed already and join the family. I promise you I'm not all sentimental and emotional all the time, trust me, but I just felt like I needed to get this out and say thank you. So I'm Kaliena so far, and I am signing out. Peace in the Middle East with the chicken grease. I love you guys.